and my feet just exploded. And then when I came here the following day, they said that I have got third-degree burns. It's very simple, Francis. 2 weeks ago, I was a friend of mine who has been insisting for some time, because, you know, I do a lot of work, a lot of walking, and this particular time, because of traveling, getting numb and tired, this guy managed to convince me to use some gadget which I thought was, to the best of my opinion, was authorized. And this gadget happened to do some slow burning of my feet. I was trying to cure a problem by introducing a killer solution. And for me, these things happen. That's why I decided I would have kept it quiet and or told you or people that I'm in Britain or something. But I thought it's important, one, because leaders do get sick like everybody else. Everybody's mortal. So I didn't see the need to hide. And second thing, you know, as long as it is to use a product that is not authorized, I thought that I would use my case to, you know, to save other people from going through that. And later when I had this problem, I asked them whether it is approved by Kenya Bureau of Standards. No. Is it approved by Pharmacy and Poisons Board? No. So who has approved it? It is approved by FDA, you know, the Food and Drug Administration in the US. So I have sought a ministerial statement in Parliament from both the Ministers for Industry, who is in charge of the Kenya Bureau of Standards, and the Minister for Health, to see how can we allow this kind of thing. Because all medical appliances and devices are supposed to be applied only from hospitals or approved health facilities. It's something which sometimes we think government is being too harsh, but you can see the consequences. And I think we need to have a total clampdown on every other person who is making a claim of curing any disease not following the approved regulatory framework. And my feet just exploded. And then when I came here the following day, they said that I have got third-degree burns on my feet. So they had to do some emergency surgery because of the third-degree burns. Then they did a proper surgery, and as late as yesterday, yet another surgery. So something that was supposed to be a solution, I've undergone 3 surgeries. And many people, yes, as you say, are using this kind of thing, but I think, and I repeat again, using products outside the regulatory framework of the Ministry of Health is extremely dangerous. Yes, and you'll see this when we summon the relevant ministries to Parliament to come and say, how are we allowing this kind of thing to happen in this country?
How much is this gadget?
Well, it's supposed to cost, let me put it in something graphic, $250,000 shillings. So you can imagine, some people have found some good business.
250,000 shillings cost you more problems.
Yeah, and I was actually preparing to buy another one for my mother. So you can imagine. I was on the verge of saying, if this works, straight away I'm buying one for my mother. It's nothing but a death weapon. Because your body becomes a conductor. How can you make your body a conductor? Then you should even be hired by Kenya Power to transmit electricity. It is that simple. Coming to think of it now with wisdom of insight. We say every other presidential candidate, potential, from William Ruto to Musalia Mudavadi to Gideon Moi to Raila Odinga, they have been here. So in fact, I saw something going on social media that I have achieved in 1 week what BBI was trying to achieve in the years, and I'm happy for that, because that is me. This hospital has enabled me to be the real me. I like talking to people, irrespective of political persuasion. That's really what gives me joy. That's what gives me energy. All these barriers, you can't talk so and so, you can't talk so and so, I've always tried to battle that. And if it had to be this hospital to give me an environment to do what I like best, yeah, to exchange views and to create friendship and to talk to everyone. Then after that, you can go and do your politics wherever you do them. You know very well I'm a member of Tanga Tanga. I'm a member of the House of Nation. Does that mean that Raila Odinga is my enemy, or Musalia Mudavadi, or Gideon Moi, or... So I am happy with this environment, because we were not here for politics. They were coming to see me because I was sick. But again, it helps me to reconnect with the real me. Because I have more than now going to 3 decades, hobnobbing with politicians at the highest level. So, and I believe if we continue that kind of, exchanging ideas and talking, this country will move forward and we'll get somewhere.
What have been the discussions like with all these presidential aspirants who have been here?
No, very little of politics really, because really it was about wishing me get well. It was a bit different, me and Baba, we have, for example, we have a common passion for history. We are storytellers, so we always go back to 40, 50 years of what was happening in Kenya and in Africa. So you may think it's very high politics, but no. We will talk about that and occasionally talk about Gor Mahia, where he is a patron and I'm a card-carrying member of the Green Army. So, but also plus politics and how we can ensure that we move together next year as one united country, irrespective of who vies, who doesn't vie, and irrespective of who wins and who loses. I think it's very important to understand that we have got no other country. So, and that's across. That's the same thing we discussed with Musalia. That's the same thing I discussed with Kalonzo Musyoka. That's the same thing I discussed with my boss, William Ruto. Yeah? That's the same thing I discussed with Gideon Moy, with Mother Karua and all the other leaders who have been here to see me.